Welcome to another episode of CrazyAssNeighbors.com podcast. I am Jason.
I'm Iron Garlic.
And on today's episode, we're going to talk about neighborhood spying. Spying.
Oh, Mrs. Kravitz. Remember Mrs. Kravitz?
No, what is that?
The Bewitched.
Oh,
You know what?
yes.
And she
I
would
love
always
the
be looking
Bewitched.
Yeah, I
So-
love Bewitched.
So, Ian, my son was telling Kimberly, my wife, he was working a track meet, and he had one of the assistant coaches that doesn't coach him directly, but coaches another part of the team. He never talks to my son. Comes up to him and starts asking him questions about me. Hey, what does your dad do? And then comes up with a really kind of weird question out of the blue. Does he own a helicopter?
Yes.
And so, so I was like, oh my gosh. So let me kind of back up a little bit, and we'll tell you the story about the helicopter. Because if you go back to episode 1 or the teaser video, you listen to a recording from a crazy ass neighbor to the HOA president about me having a helicopter and flying around the neighborhood and building a helipad and all this kind of stuff. So about a year ago, they were going after me for something. I can't even remember. This is probably going to be another episode. And so literally I wanted to find out, kind of really going to say, hey, I looked over the CCRs, which are the covenants and regulations or whatever that's called, and I didn't notice anything about a helicopter. Am I allowed to have a helicopter on my property? I want to put you guys on notice. And literally they were like, we're not going to let you build a helipad and all this kind of stuff. I just left it alone. Well, every spring, tour guides and people doing surveys for land over, our community and the neighborhood, they fly over. And so my neighbors thought that was me. And so I had to kind of put a little fire on or a little gasoline on the fire. And I put up a windsock in the field in order to mess with them a little bit more, to let them know, I possibly may get a helicopter, which now that I know that they're talking about it, makes me even more want to get a helicopter. So maybe I'm announcing I'm getting a helicopter now.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy
Yes.
that they're literally having people spy on my kids and try to get information out of them? Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
These people need to get a life.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure you have to get some sort of permit besides just telling them to get a helicopter pad. Like, wouldn't it just be easy for them just to go check for the permits being pulled for helicopter pads?
Well, that's the beauty about having a helicopter. You can land it anywhere as long as it's not restricted airspace, which a community, or like I have 40 acres, you can land it here. And I don't need a helipad. I can land it out in the meadow.
Yeah. Land it out in the meadow. That's now you gotta get someone to put you on a helicopter ride and just drop you off there.
Well, I've already done helicopter rides and I really like it. And that's kind of why, like, them just kind of talking about us, and like, I'm like, all right, well, maybe I do want a helicopter.
Oh my God. So you need a helicopter, but yeah. But before, I mean, it's going to take you a little while to A, get a helicopter, B, get a pilot, C, get a license. I know these are all Swank Mountain problems, but you just need to get someone to land a helicopter there.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could. I mean, I'm just really irritated by them going around. Like, they could have just asked me, hey, are you really getting a helicopter? And I would have told them, no, I'm not getting a helicopter. But now that they're kind of spreading rumors and they're literally having their little spies go to my son and ask questions rather than coming to me, that really upsets me. And that just puts them in a category of crazy ass neighbor.
Right. I mean, that's even worse than crazy ass neighbors, because it's like when you get kids involved, that's just, yeah. Now you've really poked the bear. Yeah.
Yes.
How did Kimberly feel about that?
She's kind of laughed because she knew I would turn it into an episode. I mean, literally, like if these people would just leave us alone, I would have no content about them. But I really don't care if they come after us more and more. I'm like, cool. Like, we're going to make more money. We're going to get more listeners. Like, I'm going to highlight you versus highlighting everyone else that's crazy. I was like, just leave us alone or not. I don't care. But leave my kids alone.
Oh, man. Oh, there's someone here. I just Googled this. I'm like, let me check out if anyone's. I just put helicopter pad neighbor, and actually here in Orlando, there's someone that a noisy neighbor's moving in, and he's going to put helicopters in the yard. That's awesome.
We got to get him on the show.
We got to get him on the show.
All right, Ian, you work on that.
Oh man. So I wonder if anyone out there had someone put a helicopter pad next door to them. I mean, we had on that last episode, we talked about the next door person who was upset at the airport for having too many planes. But I wonder if anyone out there's actually had someone or built a helicopter pad.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah.
But,
oh man.
Well, I just wanted to tell you and everyone that story. I thought it was pretty funny about how these neighborhoods are starting to spy, and that will kind of set the tone if you go back and listen to episode 1 of going, oh my God, he's got a helicopter and not one of those army like things, which are drones.
Not one of those army things. Oh my God. Oh, well, this has been awesome. Thank you for sharing this with me.
Well, like I said, I always share my funny neighborhood stories, and I told you, I was like, look, any new ones, I'm gonna tell them live on the show. So I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more, honestly, especially when they start discovering our show.
Yeah, you need to get like a truck. I'm just thinking of all the things you need to do, like just someone drive a helicopter around, get them all riled up.
Well, the thing is look, I don't want to make them mad. I just want them to leave us alone. And I think that's where a lot of people are when they feel that they have a crazy ass neighbor or crazy HOA or any of those. You know, they feel singled out. And a lot of times they probably are. Sometimes they may not. Maybe they're in the wrong. But it's that's what this show's for, to give you guys listening a little entertainment, give you a voice. And so if you guys have any stories that you would like to share with us, we'd love to hear them. Go to crazyassneighbors.com. And Ian, you have anything else to wrap up with?
Oh, we will be announcing soon a good neighbor award, because I think we also need to promote. There's some great neighbors out there, some really good people, and I think we need to promote those as well.
Yes,
but the crazy ass neighbors ones are more entertaining. Sorry.
All right. Well, go to the website and let us know. And until next time, go hopefully stay away from your crazy ass neighbors. Talk to you later.